So I just recently purchased a home base after living on the road for 5 years. And one of my major dilemmas in the pursuit of a home base or the decision of a home base was I didn't want my property to become my prison. I didn't want the comfort of home to keep me from pushing myself and still getting out periodically. I want balance, and that's the reason for a home base. But when you have a home base, when you have somewhere you can go and be comfortable, you have to discipline your mind not to stay in comfort. A lot of times people who hit the road, especially depressed people, they may like it because it pushes them to be out. And that's good because it keeps them doing something, but then they get burnt out and they can't maintain it because they can't keep up with that pace. Or they go deeper into desperation, delusion, and poverty. Because it's very hard to stay productive and disciplined without any assurance, without any stability. Now, I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying these are some things I want to talk about. And so today, there's a holiday weekend as I make this, so there's an extra day off of work. So instead of staying in my comfort routine, for the first time in about a month since I own my property, I'm pushing myself to drive a little bit outside of my normal radius so that I still keep somewhat of a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of travel and balance. I still have once a year dedicated to traveling up the coast in the fall, and that will give me, a very much an adventurous or exploration balance to my life. But there's only so much time in the day. So the reason for balance in my life is to focus more on self-care and productivity and a little bit less on driving and exploring to balance my life. But you still need some of those things, just in proper proportion. So I'm pushing myself to drive a little bit more, explore a couple areas, even a couple areas where I was thinking about getting a home base, because there's no home base that is perfect. Either you're going to have the perfect lot, but it's not going to be in the perfect community. Either the community is going to be perfect, but then the community is too crowded. The outside community is too crowded. You're going to find an imperfect lot in a community and a quiet area. So, every home base has a pro and a con. It's impossible to find everything in one property. It's impossible. So there's some other properties I still like to look at to see, did I make the wrong decision? And just to explore that area, because there was something within that area that excited me, that inspired me, or else I wouldn't have been looking there. So, that's the other thing about buying a home base. You always think about, should I marry this person? Should I marry that person? But eventually you pick a direction. You could always reposition it. It's harder, though, to reposition. After you buy a property, and then you got to go through the aggravation of selling and buying another one. But either way, my main purpose that I want to stay focused on in this video is to say, for the nomads out there that are exploring buying a home base or that do buy a home base, use that extra time not just to stay in your comfort, but to go to the gym, to go for a walk, and then periodically on the weekends or within a balanced proportional amount of days and hours, push yourself a little bit to still explore a little bit. Within an hour or 2 hours of your home base, don't go too far, other than once a year or something. But that's what I'm doing today, just a little bit further, pushing myself out so that I still have a balanced life, okay? I don't want to be non-stop on the road, but I don't want to be non-stop in my home base radius. A little balance. But you got to push yourself, because it is true that comfort is seductive. But it's also true that the nomad life is seductive, and you burn yourself out not wanting to let go of some adrenaline. So everything, guys, you got to push yourself, discipline yourself to balance your life, whether on the road or home base. And when you have a home base, you don't want to get caught in comfort, but you don't want to just stay on the road and get, caught in endless parking lots, endless truck stops. That's not the way either. That's the thing. Nothing's perfect. So you got to kind of rationally, using disciplined emotion and within proportion of your goals and dreams, balance your life. And while still pushing yourself to go a little bit outside your comfort. So that's kind of my thoughts as I drive a little bit more than I normally would now on my new daily routine with a home base. When I didn't have a home base, just, I want to go here, I want to go there. But, the truth is, even when you can go anywhere, you still end up in a 30-mile radius. See, that's what a lot of nomads lie about. Even though you can go anywhere, you can do anything, most nomads are at the same parking lot, the same Planet Fitness, the same community most of their months and years. So they're not really going anywhere, doing anything. They're staying around certain areas. So, it's not like you're exploring new areas. You're in the same truck stop. You're in the same Planet Fitness parking lot. You're in the same place you've always been. Okay? That's your house now. That's your comfort. So, go to a new Planet Fitness. Push yourself a little bit. And, no judgment on everyone. These are just my thoughts, my observation through my experience. Everyone, guys, has their own experience. You do you, I do me. I make my videos. I share my experience. You want to have your own channel. You want to show up every day. You share yours, okay? There's enough room in this world, guys, for people to have their own way, okay? I don't want to force anyone. I don't want people to force me. Just don't park next to me. That's all I ask. God forbid. All right, guys and girls, you appreciate these videos. They give you something to think about. They inspire you. They teach you. They keep you company. Click that thumbs up. You want to give a super thanks to this specific video, click that super thanks. You want to be a member and have unlimited live access to all my live feeds, click that blue join button. Watch my playlist, thousands of free videos. You like free? And keep pushing forward one day at a time, one step at a time. Manage your time. Even now, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, I don't want to drive too much today because I still want to spend enough time in the gym and everything. That's what bothers me. It's like, you got to be careful. Exploration, you got to be careful because the more you explore, the more you take away from self-care. Exploring could be self-care, but you also need a gym. You also need to walk. You also need a consistent, place to get your food. That's self-care. So, too much on the road is you're taking away from self-care. So a lot of travelers, a lot of truck drivers end up very out of shape because, you're out of the rhythm of self-care. You gotta be careful. I love you. Thank you for watching.